Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Stone. I'm Robert Runyon, and today I'm joined by Rick Wong from Seller Metrics, and we're going to show you the best method to rank on Amazon in 2022, giving you the best ROI, plus a few extras. That's coming up next on Behind the Stone. Rick, thanks for being on the show. We've got a great topic on ranking on Amazon using Amazon PPC to deep dive on. But before we get into it, tell me a little bit about you and Seller Metrics. Take a moment to brag on yourself and your company.
Yeah, sure. So I actually have a slide on who am I specifically, but I think I've been on your show before, to just go through my previous experience. I'm a Canadian based in Hong Kong. Yeah, basically I started Amazon selling in 2016. Feel like a long time. Time flies. From Amazon, I started a consumer electronics brand. I grew two brands in that space. Basically, end up being a seven-figure seller. Sold that business in 2020. So I also written like a blog about that particular journey. So I'll send the link about that. So that was in 2020. Around late 2020, after I sold the business, I started Seller Metrics, which is an Amazon PPC software. And this is because I'm very passionate about Amazon PPC, Amazon advertising. And I feel like, there isn't like a whole lot of software out there that is like very user-friendly and also really help the sellers in terms of their business operation. So I think the key thing that Seller Metrics does is that it's not only going to help your ROI, but also help sellers' time, because as an Amazon seller, you're wearing so many different hats. As an entrepreneur, you're always lacking time. You're always working, and any free time I have is I spend with my family. So I'm proud to say that I'm a father of a 1-year-old daughter.
That's a really incredible story, and congratulations, by the way. And I'll leave a link to that blog article in the description box below this video. So, before we get into the new feature on Seller Metrics that can help with ranking on Amazon, what do you find most challenging about ranking on Amazon?
So I think the key challenge now is that the big bombshell drop by Amazon in late 2021. I think before this, a lot of people use this method to rank. So when Amazon, that is basically when they Amazon decide to close the gray area of seller using something called super URL, right? Mm-hmm. There are different names for it. There's I think it's called search find buy, funnels, two-step URLs. There's different names to it, but basically, right? Amazon now explicitly say that these types of links are now what they deem search rank manipulation. Right. So for those of us that are selling for a while, wasn't too surprised by it. I think, the last time there's like a last big change in terms of service was when Amazon banned incentivized reviews in 2016. And what these links did really well was that, these super URLs, they laser target on a specific keyword per se. So when you actually give out this link, when like an actual rebater picks that link and purchase something, you're actually getting some rank juice for that specific keyword, right? And you're not just giving like a generic link where you're not actually ranking on any specific keyword, right? So that was like a key differentiating factor. And because now sellers cannot do that, they have like no idea how to rank their products.
So search rank manipulation, what exactly is that, Rick? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, basically, Amazon deemed anything that's to do with manipulating artificially the search ranking. So obviously, when you give like a link to like somebody, a rebater, right? When they're purchasing your product via a rebate, they're not really like purchasing your product organically. So you're basically you're not forcing someone to buy it, but basically you're very heavily incentivizing somebody to purchase your product via a specific URL. And that is just coercing, making a sale of a transaction kind of unnatural. So basically, that is what Amazon is trying to close.
That makes perfect sense. So, you had mentioned that your customers are having challenges with ranking on Amazon. They have no clue. Tell me a little bit more about that. Like, what kinds of specific challenges are you helping them overcome?
So I think with seller metrics, since we're very Amazon PPC focused, we're specifically helping them rank for specific keyword using Amazon PPC. As nowadays, really that is the only true white hat avenue to go. I've consulted with other aggregators in the Amazon aggregator space. So before they use a lot of super URLs, giveaways, product launch ranking. Mm-hmm. Now they're really heavily like stayed away from that. And the only way that they're comfortable in terms of ranking is using Amazon PPC because they know that is the clear white hat way of ranking. So because of this, I think a key challenge for everybody is that since a lot of people know this, the cost per click in Amazon PPC went up. So yes. It's also very important that if you're actually ranking on Amazon PPC to be very like laser focused, very granular specific in terms of what you're targeting.
That makes perfect sense. So what's the most challenging thing about ranking on Amazon via PPC?
Okay, so I guess like the two things. I think number one, how do you actually do it? The key operational aspect of it is very time consuming, and also identify the specific keywords or specific targets that you want to really go after. Right. I think operationally, so I think it's like a kind of like a balancing act. I think we're going to discuss like two main methods of ranking on Amazon. One way is to basically use campaign settings to basically upbid everything. But the problem is that you basically your whole cost per click profile rises, right? You're not really laser focus on a specific keyword. Basically, you're just telling Amazon just bid higher for everything. Right.
Amazon loves that, by the way.
Yeah, Amazon loves that. That's why they have like all these like special like campaign bidding settings, and they could upbid your keywords whenever they choose. Right. So that's one problem. So one challenge. So if you want to be laser focused though, right, then you have to do it like a really manual method, which is basically going to your advertising console, right? Mm-hmm. Find a specific campaign in your ad group, bid it up, keep bidding it up incrementally, right? Get to a point where you're bidding the lowest at the same time you're getting to like a sponsored product rank that you desire, right? That means that you're constantly upbidding, monitoring, and upbid again, and repeat that for the multiple keywords that you want to rank for. And the challenging part is that it's very labor intensive. Basically, I would describe it as like a blunt force approach to ranking via PPC, but that is the best way if you want to really be granular focused in terms of what you're ranking for and basically save your budget, preventing it from bidding up on keywords that you don't want it to.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying there. So I was checking out your website and I seen that you have a new feature called the sponsored ranker. Can you tell me a little bit more about that and what it does?
Yeah, so I think with, as I mentioned, right, manually bidding up process is like very, very tedious. Right? So, and seller metrics, we try to solve for that problem. When a client or user tell me that they want to rank for a specific keyword, right? They don't want to make huge upbid adjustments on all keywords, but an upbid adjustments on a specific keyword, right? So what the sponsor ranker feature does is that it allows you to choose what keyword, right, to rank for. And then you enter other information such as your desired sponsor product rank and also your max bid cap, right? So what the system does is that it will scrape the Amazon search results for that keyword that you set, find your advertised product on your current sponsored ranking, and incrementally make upbid adjustments to your bid until you reach your target bid or your bid cap, right? So, and also, once you're also, continuing this like sponsor ranker campaign, you could also see, we also track your organic rank as well. So you can see how your organic rank performs through time and see the effectiveness of the campaign. So basically, the sponsor ranker feature automates the manual approach to Amazon PPC ranking.
That's some really innovative stuff. So what kind of results are you getting for your clients at Seller Metrics?
Yeah, so I think we did a few use cases. I think specifically we were ranking in the baby niche, baby product niche. And by doing this, the client was able to rank top 3 organically for
Incredible.
one of their keywords. Yeah, number 3 organically within 2 weeks. And the previous organic rank was 18 and shot up to number 3 within 12 days. Right.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, and what they did was that so they have an X amount of budget to go for this specific keyword, and then after this keyword got ranked 3rd, you use that budget on another keyword, right, and rank number 1 on that, and repeat the process until like their set of main keywords or rank within like the top 5 in terms of organic rank. So basically, this this feature not only help them in terms of saving their budget, right? But obviously they automate this process and basically save a lot of times in terms of allowing to rank for very specific keywords.
That's really, really, really cool. And I can see why your clients love working with you. So, we know who you are, what your company does, how it gets results. Now let's take a dive into ranking on Amazon using PPC. So whenever you think about ranking on Amazon using PPC, what kinds of tools or technology is required to manage that process?
Seller metrics. Other than that, so I think, as I mentioned, right, I think with ranking on Amazon using like the manual upbid method, right, you need to first identify the keyword that you want to rank for. And I think you could use any analytics tools specifically, or even no tools at all, and use only the Amazon ad console, right? And then you look at like keywords that have like a higher than average conversion rate profile. Those are keywords that you really want to aim for. So basically you want to identify keywords with data, and the key data point is conversion rate. And then you search for, you find X amount of keywords that you want to rank for. And then the next part is monitor those keywords, right? Where are you currently ranking on those keywords via organic and also in paid ranking as well? So one tool that everybody knows that does this well is Helium 10. So Helium 10 allows you to track your keyword rank both organically and also via a sponsored product. So you will make update adjustments, monitor your results using the keyword ranking tool on Helium 10. Once Helium 10 deemed it like, say, your organic rank has increased and also your sponsored rank is at a certain level that's acceptable for you, right? You can either decide to stop making update adjustments or continue to make update adjustments until your desired rank.
That makes perfect sense. Big shout out to Helium 10, by the way. Love working with those guys. So what's the biggest surprise you've seen in the last few months regarding ranking on Amazon using PPC?
I think overall the CPC has went down a little bit from what I can tell. So I don't have a lot of users such as the amount of Helium 10, but the overall aggregated that I see right now has the cost per click has been decreasing. Maybe because it's after the Q4 season. But I think nowadays, I think a lot of sellers have calmed down a little bit because after the initial, so basically after like the initial TOS change, right, with the super URL, like a lot of sellers just don't know what to do. So they panicked a little bit and just put all their budgets into Amazon PPC. So what I say is like very anecdotal, but that's what I can tell that is happening right now within the data that I see. That's been really surprising, and I thought like the cost per click would just keep going up because there's just no other place to really like truly rank on Amazon without going through the gray hat method. But I believe like a lot of sellers nowadays are being a bit creative, especially different traffic sources such as TikTok. I think that's been a winner. I think Facebook advertising has always been there. So I think like it's just that nowadays sellers has been a little bit more creative in terms of now that they know they can't just run away with giveaways. They're try to diversify their traffic sources. And I think overall sellers has been doing a better job at doing that.
So rising CPCs, actually it's similar to gas prices. Nowadays gas is going through the roof, CPCs are going through the roof, the cost of goods are going up. So do you have any suggestions for anybody that's watching or listening right now that may need help with ranking on Amazon using PPC?
I think one piece of advice is to make sure that you have a control of your budgets. I think, as I mentioned before, one way that you can rank on Amazon and basically increase your overall bids for basically all your keywords and campaign is using the campaign bidding strategy, right? Mm-hmm. And you set like a certain whether you want to allow Amazon to bid up or bid down, and you can also set like a placement multiplier. Be careful in terms of setting the multiplier to a little bit too high, because Amazon can really like bid up on your certain keywords, and your campaign will get out of control very, very quick. So be very careful in terms of budgeting. And one thing that you can do is to use another tool on Amazon Ad Console, which is the bid rules, where it tells you that if a certain performance hit X, then you're gonna increase your budget or decrease your budget based on certain performance criteria.
Those are awesome tips. I really, really, really appreciate you for being on the show. So how can someone contact you or get information to solve their problems with ranking on Amazon using PPC?
Yeah, so we're mostly got Amazon PPC software. So if you like to see a demo with how the sponsor ranker feature works and it can help you automate your ranking on via Amazon PPC, then reach out to me at rick.wong@sellermetrics.app.
Perfect. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description box below this video. Make sure you subscribe to the Sunken Stone YouTube channel for tips, tricks, and tutorials to improve e-commerce strategy, growths, and operations every week. Just click the red subscribe button right below or click on our channel page to see more videos. For more great tips on ranking with Amazon PPC, be sure to reach out for a demo and get 50% off for the first 3 months. You'll be able to learn what is the best method to rank on Amazon and give you the best ROI. You can get that by clicking the links in the description box below this video. Rick, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for being on the show. Can't wait to have you come on the show again and talk about all the amazing things that you're doing for your clients and the new technologies that you launch in the future. Anything in the pipeline?
Yeah, actually, we're actually creating like a feature that allows you to kind of create like campaigns within Seller Metrics itself. So look for that. Basically, we're looking ways to save Amazon sellers time with their Amazon PPC. And Robert, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure talking to you again.
Hey, not a problem at all, Rick. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful week ahead of you, and best of luck in Q3.
You too. Thank you.
So what's your next step? Reach out to Seller Metrics for a demo and get 50% off for the first 3 months and get a jump start on solving your ranking problems using Amazon PPC. And if you really want to level up your e-commerce strategy, then watch this video next. It's called 5 Proven E-commerce Strategies to 10x Your Business. And you'll learn insider secrets on how to scale 7- and 8-figure e-commerce businesses. Just click the video you see on your screen now, and I'll see you there.